So you want to use ChatGPT to earn money here into YouTube? Let's see what we can do in order to get started here. If you don't know what ChatGPT is, it's an amazing place so you can start asking whatever you want to do into ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is going to be helping you to answer almost whatever question you asked. So with that being said, you can just get started. So what I want to do here is to go back here. I'm going to just try to create an account here into ChatGPT. What you want to do is to sign in. Going to look that I have different resources. As you can see, I have the new chat button here. I can start creating different chats. So why is that? Because if you want to talk about another kind of subject, you can just make the ChatGPT keep the chat, and you can just train ChatGPT to help you to give you like a feedback with like in a more improved way. So here into YouTube, for example, let's say that you want to look out for, let's say, ways that you can earn money. So there's actually insane ways, insane tips that you can use to earn money, and there's actually really ridiculous channels that are doing like not so much, but they actually create a lot of content. For example, here, do you want to look out for horror stories podcast, or just go into to read like this, and if I type that 13 true scary stories compilation volume 18, they broke in my apartment, true scary Reddit stories, music for reading horror stories, atmospheric gothic or horror reading music. So with that being said, what I can do is to actually create a story. So let's say that I want to go into ChatGPT and create a story, a horror story, so I can podcast it over 10 minutes, and the ChatGPT is actually going to start working into the story. So I asked for a horror story that long lasts over 10 minutes reading. So what I can do is just to use this story, and you don't have to read that, to not relate to that if you don't want to use your voice into a video for the channel YouTube. What you can do is to, let's say for example, you can use the CapCut. Now CapCut has an amazing feature that you can add. I'm going to hit into start creating here, and you can copy and paste, let's say, just this starting point. I'm going to go here, I'm going to go for text, and here I'm going to copy and paste my information like this. So now what I want to do is to make the computer tell me the actual story. So I'm going to go into voice to text, and you can choose wherever voice you want to do. For example, the male storyteller.
Once upon a time, there was a small town nestled in the heart of a dense forest. The townspeople lived simple lives, tending to their farms and raising.
There we go. So you can just take a look into all the voices. If I use the adorable girl voice, I think it sounds pretty creepy so far, but I think that this is what we can do if you don't want to use your voice, if you want to take original content. And how much money you're going to be earning into YouTube if you do those kind of videos. So I think like the only way to figure it out that is by using another place called into Social Blade. So here into Social Blade, this is an estimated YouTube money calculator about the Social Blade. So this is just like an estimate of how much money sometimes YouTubers make. So this is just like estimates. So sometimes they earned more, sometimes they earned less. So you don't want to focus a lot in here, but this is just like an estimate of how you can earn here. For example, here, read my subscribers' scary stories. I'm going to scroll a little bit down here. I'm going to look for something that is not that popular. For example, stories to fall asleep to. Alright, for example, this channel, 1C Entertainment, and they are telling stories using some animated stuff. So, I mean, you don't have to be doing that. We can use some different images. But with that being said, I want to just copy the YouTube URL, or just the actual, like this, the actual username. And I'm going to paste that in here. I'm going to take a look into if this one appears into the Social Blade. So here, as you can see, this is actually the actual channel that I was looking for. So if I scroll a little bit down, as you can see, the estimate monthly earnings are from $1,000 into $17,000 per month. So just by using and just uploading videos every day about stories. And I just told you guys how we can do this using the AI. So as you can see, this is the actual story that was generated by ourselves. I can later see this, and I can use the chat or the CapCut to create this story, to create videos, so I can upload some images. And with that being said, I can just do so much more here into YouTube. The second way that I can do use of the ChatGPT is to make some, for example, top 5 rules if you want to lose some weight, for example. Give me 5 rules to start a diet, like that. As you can see, these are just 5 rules that are really easy. But what you can do is to start creating like a script here into ChatGPT. So it's going to be just, once again, if you don't want to translate, you don't want to use your voice, you don't want to narrate this, you want to use other applications like CapCut. So the actual bot is going to be helping you to do that for you. So for example, you might be saying, all right, so but this 5 rules is not going to be focusing into the 15 minutes that I need to cover. All right, so what you want to do is to, let's say, to help me or clarify me or help me understand more the first rule. Enter mark. And ChatGPT is going to be helping you to actually like not to memorize, but just be descriptive into the first rule, and you can do exactly the same thing with all the rules and so on and on and on, and you can have more information about how you can start creating your own content. Now, and if the last thing, if you are willing to create some videos and now you have the content but you don't know what kind of videos or images to use, you can use some free stock images, for example Pexels, or you can use Pixabay if you wanted to. So you can go into pexels.com, and here you can look out for images that can be actuated to your videos. For example, in the example, if we were just creating some horror stories, we were talking about some, let's say horror, and type coma and typed house, like this. Enter mark, and here are a lot of images that we can use. So I'm going to go into photos and just take a look into which one fits for me, fit my story, and I can use that to just create my videos. So this is just an example, guys, of what we can do into YouTube. As I just told you, these are endless possibilities. You can do so much more than that. So with that being said, guys, I think that we really reached into the very end of the video. But don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more amazing tools for these amazing plays of the ChatGPT, YouTube, and all the great content that we do have available to start earning money here into YouTube. So with that being said, guys, we reached into the very end of the video. Thank you so much for watching the video.